Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Right, we get double Shabbat. Right, come up on the more blowing the trumpets. Okay, we've been in great millstone. Okay, backwoods break. Also with the brother from Lafayette. Okay, here in the camp. All right, coming at you week in, week out, prophesying the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great and the uprising of the lost hope for elect. All right. Before we get into the video, we're going to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessing of the hope for elect. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And it's the title of the video. Okay. The guillotine is reserved for certain men. Okay. In this ministry, in this truth. All right. The guillotine. We're going to get into the history of the guillotine. Okay? Who it's for? Okay? Why it's for them? Okay? And what's going to be the end result? Okay? After blood's going to be shed. All right? This truth is detrimental. And we said on the Hours of Bible this past Saturday, this is the bitter side. According to the third chapter, it's the bitter side of the ministry. Okay? Things that brothers who are in the faith wholeheartedly meditate upon. Okay? It's a chance that we can possibly, I'll put that word in quotation marks, it's a chance that we can possibly lose our life when we wholeheartedly believe in, we accept it. Okay? We know what we're in. We know what we're involved in. We know what we signed up for. All right? We're ready for this, man. Okay? Go ahead, buddy.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 116, verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh, is the death of his saints.
Mm-hmm. Precious, okay? It's a beautiful thing, okay? For the men of the Lord to die by what? Okay? By gunfire, okay? Or being beheaded with a blade, okay? How will the Lord see it fit for you to pass off in his ministry, all right? It's a beautiful thing. It's precious in the Lord's eyes. Okay? Now, I was shocked himself when I was like that. For the elect's sake. Got something? That was it?
Another book.
Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous,
Yes.
are in the hands of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them.
That's right, man. The soul of the righteous in the hand of the Lord. All right, so whether we die by guillotine, like the Bible says, some of us won't taste death. That's the whole title of the video. Okay, it does not matter, because if you do die by that sword, okay, which is the guillotine, according from Esau, you're going to be the first one brought back on your Yahweh's chariot. All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 53:10. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He had put him to grief.
Mm-hmm. And when they say please, I believe the Lord was happy to see this. Okay? It just means, look, I put you there, you did your work, I'm satisfied with what you did, son. Okay? Come on up here with me. Okay, sit down at my right hand side, make your enemies my footstool. I'm very well pleased with what you're doing. Okay, go ahead.
It's the same thing with the servants.
Yeah.
You go to that guillotine, you don't falter, you don't get weak.
You don't get weak.
All right? You don't get scared.
Mm-hmm.
You go there for stand so stiffly for the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. All right? It's well pleasing to the Lord.
You don't faint in the day of adversity.
You don't faint in the day of adversity because your faith is small.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand. See, you don't look at death the way these simpletons look at death. When you give up the ghost, it's in your life to go and get beheaded for Mashiach Yahushua, you gain a crown of immortality.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. When you understand spiritual things, you're not gone, and your name not going to get blotted out from amongst men. All right? The Lord is going to make a glory. He's going to glorify you and immortalize you. Okay? It's an honor to die. That's an honorable death to get beheaded for the testimony of Yahushua.
That's right.
That Yahushua was honored for going on that cross and dying for the nation of Israel.
Right, bro. Yep. Well, hey, everybody, just back the brother up, because ultimately what Yahushua did is what's going to give us the strength to bear that lot if that cup is on us, man. To go through that lot of being beheaded. All right? Apostle Paul said, what? I've been shipwrecked. What's to separate us from the love of Yahushua? Man, we're willing to go through it all for Yahushua, man. All right? Because he went through it all for us. This is Hebrews 7:26. For such an high priest became us, who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners, and made higher than the heavens. And that's talking about Yahushua, man. And that's like on to us in these times. The Lord is going to show forth that he's made us high as the heavens, man. Anointed us to prophesy and teach after the order of Melchizedek. Verse 27, who needed not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice. First for his own sins, and then for the people's, because in the Levitical law, the priest had to be holy, all right? Before he offered up the sacrifice, he had to be holy unto himself before he offered up the sacrifice. But it says of the people, man. But now we have access, we all have access to the priesthood through Yahushua, man. Yeah. And that's what you got to think about when you go through these different hardships in your mind. What if I'm going to die? Guess what? What if you do? You're in a win-win situation, man. Yahushua did it first, all right, so we can overcome it and have that testimony. Oh, death, where does that stand? We're going to be saying that in these times, man. So it says the latter end.
Say, in Luke 21, it said the servant is not above his master. Okay? So when Yahushua went through that pure hell, you spit on, okay, off of gall, okay, piss, okay, and drink. The men of the Lord are going to go through the same thing likewise in that same manner. All right? You're not going to be, just because you've been going through this right now, I'm above the Messiah himself. No. Our Lord did it first. He did it first, set an example. Son, what I have done, you're going to go through the same thing. Know that if they hated you, know that they hated me first. All right? Go ahead, brother.
For this he did once when he offered up himself.
Offered up himself. Okay? Put himself on a pedestal to be an example of the believers of the hopefully elect. So what you see through this whole persecution thing that's going to pop off, and Yahushua spoke about that in Luke 21st chapter, or what it is, Matthew 24, Mark 13, okay? He spoke about the famine, the earthquakes, okay, the pestilence, everything like this. But he said what? This shall happen first. Persecution is going to happen first and foremost, okay? So Esau comes in, and he's been setting the stage for it, okay, through what? Blaming the New Jersey thing, okay? Putting Israelites in the news, putting what it is, basketball players, football players in the news, okay? It's all being staged and set up to come against us, the true prophets of the Bible, okay? And that nigga Nick Cannon, okay? Out there talking about the Israelites and everything like this. Esau offered him a bag and he retrieved. He reneged on it. But like the brother said, the true prophets don't stand firm, okay? Stand so stiffly for the word of Yahushua. All right? So go ahead.
2 Maccabees 7:1. And it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. All right? And when you could liken that swine flesh, metaphorically speaking, to this corral, to this radio frequency identification chip. All right? In no wise are you to take it. Okay? So therefore, when you don't take it, this devil is going to torment you. All right? And the way it's going to torment you, it's not just going to be the guillotine. This devil going to be torturing brothers too, man. Gouging out brothers' eyes. Yeah. What we about to read.
Ripping out your tongue.
Yeah, you got it. All right, you might get it. All right, but one of them that spake first said thus, why wilt thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of Yahushua, right, of our fathers. Then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which followed, being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut out his uttermost parts of his body. That's talking about his loins. Yeah. All right? It's talking about your private parts, all right? Okay? And the his brother and his mother looking on.
And when you said you read that about we'd rather what is it?
Die.
We'd rather to the laws and commandments, we'd rather do this than break the law of the Lord.
Rather die.
Yeah, we'd rather die. We said every 16 times speaks about those the middle law being fed with idols. Okay, look, we got a certified plate for you right here. You ate nothing in 5 days. Eat this right here. Okay? The middle law would rather die than eat some fucking pork.
Yeah.
Jake like that right now. Than to break the laws, that's the commandments about the law. We better do that right now on this side. We're not fucking with that shit, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Now, when he was thus made and all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, said thus, the Lord, Yahweh, look upon us, and the truth have comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces declared, saying, that he shall be comforted in his servants. And when he's talking about the song of Moses, he's talking about when we conquered the Egyptians. And you read about that in Exodus the 15th chapter. And you're supposed to read those scriptures and be comforted and strengthened. So when you're facing death, you know Yahweh got you, man. A number of the 144,000 men are reserved, like the title says, for the guillotine, because it's a 4-time written.
Yeah.
This is going to happen. We're going to get that precept.
And like we always say, in each and every great millstone camp, we the only ones that going from Apostle all the way down. We're the only ministry that teaches us that goes fully in depth and detail consistently about this right here, what we're going into right now. In each great millstone camp, you will have a brother or brothers that will be beheaded. We know that. It's a fact. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right, getting cast into these different female camps. All right, also getting put to death or getting tortured for his word's sake. Behold, the devil shall cast some into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So ultimately, we're supposed to have faith and believe for his word's sake that it's going to be a reward in the end. Even if most brothers, some brothers not going to take death, but some brothers ultimately going to take death. You have to be steadfast and faithful in the truth. This is Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, what goes into that corral, taking that sea hill. Okay? And also, Jacob's circle, all these things come into play, because that's going to be our temptation as well. All right, because all hell going to be breaking loose. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try to dwell upon the earth. Again, that also is talking about the sea hill, all right, the MOTB. So the Lord is going to be there for his men that serve him, all right, in truth and sincerity. That's calling on his name now, okay? You got it, bro.
And if I can respect brother up, the Lord is going to, if we are of that number, the Lord is going to require testimony from us. That's what the word martyr ultimately means, or basically to look, or to spectate or witness, right? And sometimes you have to go into a violent death, man. All right? For the Lord, man.
Somebody get back to 10 and 20.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just say, this is, no, in fact, let's bring it out. What that brother just said, you're right. When you give the head, all right, you're not just going to give the head, because you're going to go before these magistrates, these government officials, all right? And the Lord going to want you to curse them out before they kill you. Like the dude did on that movie, he said, after you hang and kiss my ass, but we're going to cuss them out in the name of God. No, that was Mandingo. All right, somebody bring out that back to 10 and 20.
This is Matthew 10 and verse 20. It says, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit.
Go up a little.
19. This is verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye
Go
shall
up a little higher. Go up a little higher. Just start.
All right.
15.
It said, you want 18. It's a lot. This is Matthew 10 and 18. And ye shall be brought there before governors and kings for my sake.
Yes. All right, when you bow before these governments and kings, they're going to judge you according to the rebooted laws of America. Because you're going to have new founding fathers like they put in that movie. All right, so certain things that is a misdemeanor right now in this system is going to be commendable by death. Teaching out of the Bible, living according to the Bible, teaching in the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Those are going to be laws that if you break are punishable by beheading, by death.
Yeah.
All right,
Capital punishment.
Capital punishment. Teach out the Bible is going to become a capital punishment. Bring it up.
Real quick. He said, read it again out.
It says, this is Matthew 10 and 18. It says, and ye shall be brought.
Stop right there. Ye shall be what?
Brought.
That's the roundup right there. That's the gallon right there. Through martial law, okay? We call it FBI, whatever like this. This is the roundup. What we're saying right now is coming against Esau's whole system right now. Me and brother looked at something earlier about the UN doing censorship on the speech that's being brought out right now. Okay? Whether it be on all platforms, YouTube, BitChute, I see they're going to do a whole worldwide global censorship to where you can't see a damn thing. And they already got it documented who's been coming against us. Go to Isaiah 13 chapter. Okay? Coming to the gates of the nobles. We're speaking against Esau's agenda. We're foretelling you what he's going to do before he does it. All right? You can go read it out.
Yeah, no comment. And it reads, it says, I'm going to read from the top. This is Matthew 10 and 18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
All right, so when you go before these kangaroo courts, well, as soon as you get there, you already know your penalty won't be death. You got to know it. Unless you get weak and eat that swine flesh that we read about in Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter. The way you're going to eat that swine flesh and flesh is my time. You might go ahead give me the sea hip, man. Give it to me. I don't want to die. I love my life into death. And now, if you found faithful, you're going to cuss their asses out. The Lord, we're going to see what the Lord said he's going to do to you. All right, when you bow before him. Bring it out.
Verse 19, it says, but when they deliver you up,
Come on.
take no thought how or what ye shall speak.
All right, so it's extra stone. A number, the Lord has reserved the number. The Lord do things with numerology. He deals with numbers. A portion of the living of the Lord is going to get delivered up to Esau, to be put to death. We don't know which ones we are, but this is what you're signing up for. You could very well be one of those brothers. Okay? So that's prophecy. The Lord watches over his word to perform it. When you sign up to come serve your Yahweh Shemel Shai, you have to know that there's a chance, according to prophecy, that you can give a hit. You got to count the cost. This ain't no fucking game that we're in. All right? This is real life. For you to enter into the kingdom of heaven, hey, some brother's going to end in that thing main. You say, it's better to come in there main with one eye, a no head. You know what I'm saying? Okay? When you're going to have a crown of life, Paul's bed. And what he said, I have a crown laid up for me. All right? So this comes with the territory. Keep reading, brother.
And he reads,
and this going in what the brother was saying with the word model. Okay? Bring it out.
For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
All right, the Lord is going to tell you what to say to these fucking dead demons. And what that word might going to you, why? All right, we're going to witness against them. That's what makes you a martyr. All right, you're a martyr for Yahweh Shai's sake. All right, is that Revelation 2nd chapter? He said that, brother, that was my faithful martyr. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And that's a beautiful death. That's the best death you can have on the planet Earth. Fuck sleeping a sweet death. You fall asleep in your bed, and then you wake up, you're in the spiritual realm. That's what this society called a sweet death. No, a sweet death is to die for the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua. That's a beautiful death. Boy, the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna be a bad man. Kingdom of heaven, you done gave up the ultimate sacrifice. Paul, Peter, the whole early church. When you look at the history of the whole early church, most of them got put down, man.
When you read Hebrews, what they 11 chapters. They 11 chapters. They go through all okay? Whoever do it, and then kept the faith. Those are the ones that the Lord's going to deliver. The Lord said, when I come upon earth, I want to find faith. Go ahead, bro.
You are. It's Revelation 20:4.
Yes.
And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Hamashiach Yahushua.
That's right, man. The word says souls, so it's going to be a lot of jakes. And see, you got the, what that election is? November? Or what that is? 2023?
No, 2024.
That's when it started.
You talk about the president?
Yeah, we got,
Yeah.
The primaries, they
Yeah.
start like in March.
Yeah. We're going to be leading to all that, man. Okay, so Donald Trump, okay, and this guy is Edomite, this devil, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We like him over here at GMS, okay, because he keep it all the way 100. Okay, he tell you what it is. I don't like you niggas, okay, and he does a good job at his job. He's a perfect devil, okay.
And I want to be
Nero in the reincarnated on today. Yes, that's him. Go ahead and say.
And I want to put it on national TV and me killing you niggas.
That's it. And I got the article on it. He says he wants mass killings, public executions, okay, and guillotines. It's gonna be it's gonna be worldwide global TV.
I think you need to bring out that article. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it out, right?
All right.
But read that again real quick. I want to get someone to get an article on that.
Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua.
Right, talking to the elect, okay? I mean, the title of the video says some of us will taste that guillotine, okay? It's the definition of guillotine, okay? We can read it, we can look it up for you. It says a guillotine is an apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out executions by beheading. The device consists of a tall, upright frame with a weighted and angled blade suspended at the top. That's that slanted blade going on the incline, okay? At the top of that whole construction. You see that?
Hey, the scripture say, I'm gonna get it real quick. I got it right here. It's the book of Revelations, 13. All right, Revelation 13:11. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
That's the ancient Roman Empire going to the plate in the patricians' words. Yes, which modern day would be the Republicans and the Democrats. This guy gets back in office, okay? Donald Trump, okay? Nero in the reincarnated time right now. We got pictures that do this, that showing this. Even Edomites, they're saying this man is Nero, okay? He's going to forward his agenda right now for guys who are coming against his whole agenda, okay? He already called him a prophet for doing when he was in office. So that mice guy that y'all seen in a few years ago is going to be a fucking devil when he gets back in office right now. You can bet that. All right, go ahead, bro.
Hey, this thing is going to be legislated into the law, man, where it's mandatory that you commit certain crimes. Well, hell, if you speak out and if you're anti anything in this system, you're going to be beheaded, man. That's the word draconian, what that word dragon goes into. Revelation 13:11 says draconian, of or pertaining to Draco, the ancient Greek statesman, 1777, in reference to laws rigorous, extremely severe, or harsh. Draco is the Latinized form of Greek dracon, name of the Archon of Athens, who laid down the code of laws for Athens 621 BCE, before Common Era, that mandated death as punishment for minor crimes. That's what's going to happen here in America, man. All right? What do we have in Louisiana? Not coincidentally, we have Napoleonic laws, man. Which in Louisiana, they go strictly by the book, the code articles, man. That's how you pick you jakes in there for 30 plus years, life without parole, man. They stick to the code of laws, the code of ethics, man. So in their code of laws, they're going to implement the guillotine. They're going to bring these ancient penalties back, man. All right? Which the scriptures tell you is nothing new under the sun. So they're going to bring these things back to persecute Israel, man. 78 on steroids. Yeah.
It says the device consists of a tall upright frame with a weighted and angled blade suspended at the top. And you can look it up right now, and they have what we call smart guillotines right now. Okay? That won't be controlled by hands. Okay? It's going to be artificial intelligence, okay, involved in this thing right now. A hands-free operation. But the individual is going to be centered up in between that whole center block, weighted down upon his neck, okay, upper and lower neck, okay, hands are centered out, okay, to where he cannot fucking move at all, okay. You want to say something on that?
No, you got it.
Nah. It says the condemned person is secured with a pillar at the bottom of the frame, holding the position of the neck directly below the blade. The blade is then released swiftly and forcefully, decapitating the victim with a single clean pass, and the head fall into a basket or the other reciprocal below. Okay, so it's showing you, okay, that look, when you're stretched out like this, the blade is then released. Okay, you have a basket right here, so when the blade decapitates the head goes right into the basket right there. Okay, it's an instantaneous death, which is all quick and painless, so to speak. Okay, if you can receive that. All right, read what you got, brother.
You finish it off?
Yeah. 24, Revelation.
All right, we'll just start over. Revelation 24. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. The judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh,
Right, man.
which had not worshipped the beast, who lived in his image, neither received their mark upon their foreheads,
Right, man.
or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years.
Right.
Hey, can I say so? Yeah. And when he goes into that beast in his image, you can have it in your mind and be simple and say, I'm not going to get that digital imprint inserted in me. But guess what? You can still have that mind if you want America to get back to where it was before all hell break loose. Guess what you still giving into? You're giving into the image of the beast. Oh, I just want these to get back. I want this government taken down. All right, and I want it to be like it was of old. Okay, you're giving it to the image of the beast. You still have that westernized mindset. We the people. Yeah. You still have the democracy mindset. Okay, so you could go get the digital imprint and still get put to death because you haven't renewed your mind.
Right.
It's still satanic. You got it, bro.
Yeah, but just make a good point, which is back for level 2. That 1,000-year period is not to be confused with the dark ages. That's talking about Yahushua coming back.
Yeah.
Just back it up, it's Revelation 14 and 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
That's rest, man. Go ahead, up. Yeah, it said, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Okay? Being beheaded. We're going to get into it, how these devils have set the platform for the men of the Lord to be taken out. Okay? Like High Priest Iquar or King Marshall. Okay? The other brothers that's in the faith, the brothers over there in province of Babylon. Okay? Who died in the faith. Okay? We the first one was brought back with Yahweh Yahushua. It says, what the things Corinthians, they which are alive shall be caught up in the air with them. Okay? Going to be joy ass with them. You're going to meet the Lord in the air. Okay? Not like the fucking Christian church preachers are going to meet the Lord in the sky on a fucking cloud. No. We're going to meet the Lord on his chariot. Okay?
And we're going to know what the terms mean. All right?
Yeah.
We're not going to be shielded from terms. We're going to know what they mean when he says put to sleep and these other different terms and things like that. Like the scripture said, you have a function to know all things, man. The Lord is going to basically put us in a situation so nobody can teach us but us.
Yeah, that's why the word unction goes until you have anointing. I was anointing you. I bless you. I blessed in your eyes so you can see. All right? But it's not given to them, but it's given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom. Okay? So therefore, that's why brothers are not going to care about death. Because it's written aforetime, don't fret about him who can kill the body. All right? But fear him who can kill the body and soul in hell. Okay? So if you build up on what's called holy faith, build up on his word, you don't give a fuck what this devil's going to do to you for believing in the Mashiach Yahweh's word. This is Matthew 23 and 33. You serpents, you generation of vipers, how can you escape the damnation of hell? Okay? And that's not talking about a disco inferno under the earth. Okay? Well, you know what? The lake of fire is a hell. Okay? But the lake of fire is not how we were taught about Greek folklore. That's talking about when these nuclear ICBMs descend on America, and it's going to lick up every state. It's going to lick up the whole continent, and it's going to be a fucking disco inferno on this motherfucker. Okay? You're not going to be able to escape it if you don't have that mark of exemption, that white stone, okay, spoken of in Revelation, the 2nd chapter. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them you shall kill and crucify. See, and that lets you know. That's another precept that lets you know. Brothers are going to give up the ghost for the testimony of Yahushua. We just read in Revelation 24, the brothers got beheaded for the witness of Hamashiach Yahushua. All right? Testimony and your witnessing is one and the same. Okay? And you got to know what you're signing up for. And you can't be, hey, look, hey, King, when do y'all bring out that precept about your faith being weak in the day of adversity? All right? All right? Y'all brought it out already? All right, bring it out again. Okay? And hey, give me Jude 1 and 20. Okay? Let me give that Jude 1 and 20 first. All right? You got to know what you're signing up for, man. Okay? And this ain't no fucking suicide mission. All right? This is you standing up for your nation. All right? These soldiers be going to war, and it'd be an honor for them to die for their country.
Mine is going out there to get themselves blew up by fucking improvised universe.
Yeah.
Fucking IED on the side of the road, and not even know. Family like, what happened to my son?
Hey, Judas Maccabees could have retreated. He said, fuck that. I'm fighting to the death for the laws, statutes, commandments, and my power, man. Okay? Bring out that Jude 1 and 20.
Jude chapter 1 and verse 20 says, but ye beloved, building up yourself on your most holy faith.
You got to be built up on your most holy faith to know you're about to die. All right? Paul was built on his most holy faith. He wrote a letter letting him know I'm about to get put to death. And he sounded happy in the letter. He said, I have a crown stored up for me. That's what you call being built up on your most holy faith. He knew his head was about to get chopped off beforehand. And he didn't sound like he had no mental anguish about it. All right? So you have to get built on your most holy faith so this don't happen. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, it says, praying in the Holy Ghost.
Praying in the word. All right? Living on his word. Meditating on these precepts. That's how you gain your strength. Now you got it. Why? Bring out that precept over the show.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity.
All right, the hour of temptation is the day of adversity. Jacob's trouble is the day of adversity. All right? We're going to go through the ringer. Matthew the 24th chapter says it's going to be the worst time since the earth been in orbit.
And that's the worst sense.
And there ain't going to be nothing this bad since. We about to be at the pinnacle of a horror action-packed film. Merged together. Blood, guts, and octane. Ghouls and goblins. Yes. Apparitions. Pestilence. Contagion. Freddy. Jason. Die Hard with a Vengeance. All wrapped up in one enchilada. All in the Matrix. Real apparitions. People seeing shit. Yeah. Bring it out, brother.
It says, Proverbs 24 and 10, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Your strength is small, man. That's why you got to get built on your most holy faith. All right? And you got to prepare yourself. He said the servant that didn't prepare himself shall be beat with many stripes. So you're supposed to be preparing yourself, get built up in His Word to be able to take on whatever is brought upon you. And if death is brought upon you, so be it. You got to be ready for it. All right? Be found faithful unto death. All right? The Lord gave us the standard. You come to serve me, you got to be ready to die. And if somebody want to get there, when He told Ananias when He go get Paul, tell Paul that he got a lot of things that he must suffer for me. He's my chosen servant. The Lord chose him to get put to death. All right? And it says, and some of them you shall kill and crucify. Some of your so-called loved ones, they can get you offered up and put to death. All right? And some you shall scourge in your synagogues and persecute from city to city. All right? So this is etched in stone. These are prophecies that haven't been fulfilled yet. The time you brought us out here, teaching in the name of Yahweh Shai, the time is coming that this government, this satanic system, is going to come down, going to deem us domestic terrorists, public enemy number one, bounties on our heads, and they're wanted dead or alive.
They already went on public on the internet and said, look, at the UN, okay, if you don't get, they said the word Christian, but they were talking specific to everybody. If you don't get down with the quote unquote pedophilia activity out here, we're going to execute you out of all society activities and everything like this. That means you're going to die, you're not going to be able to do a fucking thing out here, man. Basically, you're going to be off the grid. Backs up 2 Samuel 16 chapter and 40th verse. Make you ready to the battle, and even then be as pilgrims upon earth right now. Go ahead, Al.
It's a word called ostracized. If you don't come into this new financial system that's being implemented behind closed doors that we don't even know about yet, but the whole world is going to know about it in the coming days, when you sign up for these things, you're going to have to sign up for LGBTQism. You're going to have to sign up for everybody is equal. You're going to have to sign up for there's no superior race. The things that you're going to have to sign up for and agree. Pedophilia is at the top. Definitely. Because you have to understand whose government that we're coming in under. When I say we, I'm talking about the world. I'm not talking about the bill of the Lord. The bill of the Lord, a bill of, Yahshua's issues. But basically what's going to happen is before you can sign up and become a participant in the world, you're going to have to agree to the things that the world agrees to. In Matthew, it says, a kingdom divided can't stand. When they're doing this great reset, they're not planning on being a kingdom divided. Everybody that signs up for this financial system is going to have to, you know how you got different contracts and a lot of things Jake don't even read, like going to video games and bank accounts and all these different things. The things that you don't read are actually going to make sense in that day. Right? You're not going to be able to speak out against things that you want to read. You never got it all.
No. It says, it's from AL.com. It says, Trump reportedly wants to back firing squads, guillotines, and mass executions. Give me that, I think that's Psalm 17. Psalm 17 and 13, real quick. Okay? Somebody get that Acts 12 on the top. All right? It says, Trump reportedly wants to back firing squads, guillotines, and mass executions. Former President Trump has been discussing the return of firing squads and guillotines and whether to use them as part of his ad campaign for a potential run at the presidency, according to a Post report. And you can already see the news right now. These crackers, these Edomites, they go haywire when this man is in the news right now. Even through this, what he got? He just got indicted on some shit else right now.
I think you got like 4 fucking indictments.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's just try to name. You got the one with Stormy Daniels.
Yep.
You got the one with the Mar-a-Lago documents that came from Washington. All right? Mar-a-Lago, Stormy Daniels. You got the ones where they say he interfered with the government elections in 2020.
Yeah.
It's actually another one.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker got
6 things, you know what I'm saying? He got his own group on the side called the Proud Boys, okay? And that Edomite lady, Stormy Daniels, is from right down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
A porn star from Baton Rouge.
A porn star from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, who went to McKinley High School.
The south side.
We know everything. Bible says we not eating anything but a small. We know everything over here in GMS. Stormy Daniels, an adult porn star, is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He went to McKinley High School.
And that's why the persecution will come down on the middle of the road because we in the business.
Yeah. It says former President Donald Trump has been discussing the return of firing squads. I mean, tying you up, whether it be on the goalpost or a pole or whatever like this, roping you down like they do over there in the so-called Middle East, okay, publicly, okay, because it's going to be televised, all right? What he's deemed as reality TV, okay? You have a mass firing squad lined up on the side of each other. They just a fire away at you, man. Jay's gonna be introduced to look, we're gonna take this caramba right here, but you're gonna be beheaded with the guillotine. It's coming down to 2 options. Okay?
Yeah, I think it's in the book of Lamentation, 4th chapter, it says, "But watch for the nation, they cannot save us, and they hunt our steps in the street." So that's ultimately the scene we're about to turn into in this movie, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna start hunting the steps in the middle of the Lord. Swift as the eagle, the draconian laws, martial law, FEMA camps. The brother said, mass firing squads, guillotines, man. All these things are gonna happen simultaneously.
Red list, blue list. Yeah. The hunt is on.
Yeah,
You
you're the poverty lost city. You got it.
That's right, bro. It says the return of firing squads and guillotines and whether to use them as part of his ad campaign for a potential run at the presidency, according to a public report. Rolling Stone cited 3 anonymous sources. Of course, Trump has on more than one occasion asked his aides about firing squads. So they already, Esau's already projecting this man to get back in office. It's not an election. You're already selected to do this already. You see?
And man, to back you up, man, I was reading about Donald Trump earlier today, literally today. His lawyers, because the spirit jumped on me, and I wanted to know what was his actual trial dates. So I looked at it, and all of his prosecuting DAs was asking for dates as long as they were fast, and it was before the presidential elections. And his defense attorneys was asking for dates past the election. Well, all his indictments got trial dates that set before the election. If they would say after the election, he would be able to what? He would be able to exonerate himself because he's the president. But we're coming into a time where during the same time that you have all of these different Super Tuesdays, these first primaries and all that, Trump gonna be going to motherfucking court, bro. Okay? He's gonna be in court. But you have to realize this, like the writers of the articles that I read, he has hundreds of millions of fucking supporters that's not gonna watch him be treated like a fucking commoner, bro. These people are ready to go to fucking war. We're at a time of civil war during the time of our regular everyday walking life, and it's not being put out there the way that it should be put out there. As long as Trump is under indictment, America is under the threat of civil war. He can't get around it, man. And his Trump dates, his trial dates, I want to say they start in March and they end around the presidential election time, the actual election time. And his trial dates are criminal and they also civil. You got it right.
So,
come on out.
17.
I had that. Psalms 17 and 13.
yes.
Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint them. Cast them down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Esau's sword goes to many various. Like we were talking about, I just done released that lazy beam over there in Hawaii, and it caused mass fires. Okay, this man has the power to do any fucking everything he wants to, man. He has a cutoff point. Only the Lord, Yahweh can take this man down. Okay? That's the point we getting at, man.
Hey, and in fact, you're going on those the fake things that he does.
Yeah.
No, we was talking about how he basically does everything he does. But what we didn't talk about with another is he has helicopters that's dropping mosquitoes into different cities. A lot of people don't talk about that. But those fucking mosquitoes, that goes into his what? His science, man. Because they're gonna come and drop pestilence onto you people that have no cure. He knows it has no cure. And it's gonna usher you people to run into him and his system. Yeah.
They got that West Nile virus that's been coming back into the news. All the plague and pestilence of old, he started bringing them out. Dropping fucking genetically modified mosquitoes out here, man. And they bite you. You can damn sure get infected. And you will. But it's reserved for the 2/3. Okay? Esau's sword goes into many variations, man. It's not just the ICBM nuclear weapons. Man, shoot fucking chemtrails over the whole planet Earth and get everybody sick. Through graphene oxide. Okay? Got what the new one is now, I see something called disease X. Okay? The UN has declared, CDC has declared something called disease X. They're prepared for that right now. Okay? The C19 has been wrapping up back in the news right now. Okay? A sub-variant. All right? Say the hospitalizations are getting increasing numbers right now. All right? We're not ignorant to your devices, so we know what you're out here to do. Okay? But the Bible says what? All right? Deliver our soul from the wicked which is not sure. Lord, we're praying in vain, the Lord, to deliver us from it. Whether you pray or not, the Lord's still going to deliver you to that guillotine. Okay? That's just how it is. Know what you're signing up for. Count the cost. All right? Everybody's got something. We can get a couple more in. Yeah. You got something? Go ahead. Y'all got it.
All right. So the book of Acts chapter 7 is going to make the whole title up. This is Acts chapter 7. I'm going to start at 55 in the NLT. But Stephen, full of the Holy Spirit, gazed steadily, Salaki. I'm going to start at 54. The Jewish leaders were infuriated by Stephen's accusation, and they shook their fists at him in rage. You can liken Stephen. Stephen was a martyr. You can liken Stephen's accusation to the testimony of the men of the Lord, man. When you have an accusation, that means you have a rebuttal against something, man. All right? You have a testimony, and that's what we have against this society. Just like Esau, he was the accuser of our brethren, we're accusing Esau, man, on the right-hand side. So it says, Acts 7 and 54 in the NLT, the Jewish leaders were infuriated by Stephen's accusation, and they shook their fists at him in rage. But Stephen, full of the Holy Spirit, gazed steadily into heaven and saw the glory of the Most High. And he saw Yahushua standing in the place of honor at the Most High's right hand. And he told them, look, I see the heavens open and the Son of Man standing in the place of honor at the Lord's right hand. Then they put their hands over their ears and began shouting. They rushed at him and dragged him out of the city and began to stone him. His accusers took up their coats and laid them at the feet of a young man named Saul. And ultimately, just using that account as motivation for us, as if we get in those times where we got to become martyrs, man. Ultimately, instead of seeing Yahushua at the right hand of the Most High, it's us, all right, looking forward to the glorious majesty of the kingdom of heaven.
We'll call it his promise.
Working to go through it. You got it, right?
Yeah, 2 Peter says we'll call it his promise. Look for new heavens. Look for to have that vision. Stephen had that vision. Okay? Now, what he was going through, I see the kingdom already. I'm going to get it. Heaven's nothing. Okay? It's swallowed up already. It's painless. All right? Y'all brothers got it. That's up. All right, get that in action.
Acts chapter 12, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Now, about the time Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church.
Now, Herod, Bishop Roman Emperor. Okay? Go ahead and call the crown king of the Jews. All right?
Verse 2. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword.
Yeah, with the sword. Okay, you know what that sword was back in ancient times? The actual sword itself. Okay, Esau got the technology that this man has right now. He can do it any kind of way he wants. Just read what Trump said. Okay, guillotines. Okay, firing squads. Okay, man executions. Brother read back to about how he was cutting tongue out. If they was cutting tongue out right now, imagine what the fuck they're gonna do right now today. Go ahead, Al.
And it reads verse 3. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also.
Where?
Then were the days.
That's what Esau was going to do. Esau was going to try to put fear in the Lord by taking certain guys out right now.
Certain is the key word, y'all.
Certain guys out right now, okay? Take them out right now and put fear in them, get them to submit, okay? And bow down, okay? To this whole fucking system and receiving that Quran, okay? Go ahead, Al.
Then were the days of unleavened bread. Verse 4. And when he had apprehended them, he put him.
Take it into custody, okay? Shop it up, okay? And he gonna like the brother made earlier, okay? The roundup is coming, okay? You know it's coming. The Bible said they're gonna take away certain of you. That word keep coming out, certain. And then the 16th chapter should take away certain of you. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and put him in prison.
In concentration camps right now today. Okay? FEMA detention centers, what they call ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement. Go ahead.
And delivered him to 4 quinterians.
Those are those 4 Roman generals, okay? Right now, what they're going to do is come shack you up. We're going to have, what it is, the UN, whatever like this, okay? Surrounding you, man. Holding your ass off. You know this. Read.
Of soldiers to keep him, intending after Esther to bring him forth to the people. Verse 5. Peter therefore was kept in prison.
Yeah. What the Bible said they should what? You should be in prison. Somebody get that, what is it, Revelation 3? 3:10, 2:10.
Yeah, 2:10.
Oh, what you got out? You got out. I don't know. Where you at?
I know what you want.
You should be tried. Okay?
Based on the days.
Yeah.
I'm
What
never-
you got tonight?
I'm never.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
And we are already seeing the platform of what this man is going to do. The Lord is giving you the pregame, okay? The preview of what you're supposed to expect. You're supposed to be praying, fasting, okay? Preparing yourself. Because you don't know if you're finna be in this category right now. Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried.
Yeah.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yeah.
Be thou faithful unto death,
Yeah.
and I will give thee a crown of life.
That 10 gonna be just a completion of days. You know, it's gonna be 3, 5, 30. Okay? We don't know. Okay, you're going to be tried. Okay? Esau gonna pull out all the stops. I got your mama sitting right here with an AR-15 on the side of her head. Okay? You don't fall down, blow up, brains out right now. It's gonna get crucial, bro. It's gonna get bloody.
And I'm about to bring out this clip about things that happened in the early church. Nothing under the sun. And that persecution in the early church was lethal. All right, Nero deemed Christianity. He outlawed it and said anybody practicing it was a capital punishment. All right, if he was found teaching in the name of Mashiach Yahushua, he was put to death. That was the law. All right, the law. And give me
This is back in Acts 12, in verse 5. It says, therefore was kept in prison. Peter's life was kept in prison.
Yeah.
But prayer was made without ceasing.
Now what?
Without ceasing.
The Lord taking it right now. To pray without ceasing. Okay? That you need to not into that temptation right now. And you can still pray, and the Lord still will do it to you. And now you chosen that, those who kept everything to the right. Okay? Good. Okay, and the Lord still threw him in prison. Job. Yeah, Job also. All right?
Job ain't no wrong.
It's a variation. You never check the Lord did it all like this. Okay? That's the try of your faith. All right? Read a couple more about the brother again.
God, it says, of of the church unto Yahweh for him. From 6, and when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept him in prison.
It's already shocked up in the prison. You had guards out there in front of the holy cell where he couldn't get out. Watch this.
Verse 7, and behold, the angel of the Lord Yahweh, Bashimashai, came unto him, and a light shined in the prison.
Sharon, okay, go ahead. You know, in the holy cell, they've been locked up. Okay, got the little small window. You can, it's a little higher. Okay, but you can, you can see out that thing in a certain perspective. Go ahead.
And he smote Peter on the side, and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly, and his chains fell off him, off from his hands.
That's right, man. So if you hold the faith, the Lord's going to deliver. The Lord delivered Peter out there, man.
Hey, and you're gonna have things like that happen during the time of this persecution in this modern church. All right. In Acts 2.0, that was a miracle. You're gonna have a miraculous thing that's gonna happen during the persecution that's gonna come down on the men of the Lord in the coming days.
Right.
Okay. And I give you that Revelation 2 and 13. Okay.
And just to add on what you said about that miracle, the word pilgrim goes into seeking someone that is seeking some kind of miracle. Spiritual
the pilgrims are looking for sanctuary.
Yes.
They go from place to place, looking for good land, they're looking for somewhere to settle.
The book of Eli.
Yeah.
Was he always on the move?
He was already on the move. And he was looking for one specific place that was perfect.
Yeah. Right, bro.
Alright, bring that out, brother.
On the feet, he was on the feet, bro. No fucking bike.
Yeah.
Jake was on the feet, bro.
You gotta be in some form of shape.
And like you see, the apostles, the spirit been on the whole gym about
He was older than 40 and less than 50 as well. So just to throw it out there. Bring it out. They gotta be in some kind of physical condition. Revelation 2 and 13. I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is.
All right, here in America is Satan's seat. Spiritual being Satan, he inhabits the so-called white man, these silly Americans, these government officials. All right, even these corporate bankers out there in England, in Europe. All right, and they're the moving and shakers of the planet. Satan is directly the deceiver and the deceiver he is. Okay, then you got these guys talking about Satan. Satan is a different entity. He's not working with the Most High. The Israelites that abandoned went back to Christianity. The Lord gonna deal with you niggas teaching all doctrine. Bring it out.
And thou holdest fast my name and hast not denied my faith.
All right, come on.
Even in those days where Antipas was my faithful martyr,
Come on.
who was slain among you, was Satan well.
All right, we're gonna have brothers like the Lord's faithful martyr Antipas, all right, who got slain for the testimony of my Mashiach Yahushua. Now I just pulled this up in Wikipedia. Antipas of Pergamum. You read about the church, the Pergamos, but that's what the scripture called Pergamum. All right, that was a church that John founded. Okay, Apostle John. We're about to read about it. According to Eastern Orthodox tradition, according to the commentary of the Apocalypse of Andrea of Caesarea, it is believed that Saint Antipas was the Antipas referred to in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 13, what the brother just read. As the verse says, I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. All right, thou holdest fast in my name, as to die by faith, even in the days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you, where Satan dwelled. The slain is that great red dragon, the Roman Empire. All right, we're under the revised Roman Empire here in America. Okay, where Satanism is pushed throughout the 4 winds from here in America. All right, Romano philosophies, degenerate philosophies, democracy, all right, diplomacy, and all that bullshit is pushed here from America.
The whole beast system.
The whole system, yes. According to Christian tradition, John the Apostle ordained Antipas as Bishop of Pergamum during the reign of Roman Emperor Nero.
Oh, wow.
Yup. The traditional account goes on to say that Antipas was martyred during the reign of Nero, 54 through 68.
Yep.
All right, a Domitian, by burning in a brazen bull-shaped altar. Y'all know what that bull-shaped altar is? That's Molech. Okay, that show you wrong. Those altars just have different names. They go from nation to nation, but it's the same deity. Okay, but casting out demons worshipped by the local population. We're casting out demons just by prophesying.
Yeah.
All right, we're telling you ain't Israel, you're not American, you're Israelite. When you believe that, you can cast out the demon. Look, you don't have to. You're not supposed to eat these certain foods. It's an abomination to you. When a brother receives that, guess what? You cast out that abominable demon. Look, brother, you can't deal with another man's woman. We casting out demons, bro, by teaching the truth of the scriptures.
There was a condition, it's a grade.
Yes, yes. But what are they doing? His word, they're waking up, they're quickening the spirit out of these spiritual tombs. All right?
Ezekiel 37.
Yes.
Get them out of that state.
Yes, Ezekiel 37. Yes, that's right, brother. All right? But this brother was put down by Nero. Nero beckoned this bitch.
Yes.
And he's campaigning for public examples. All right? And it said when he used to go to the Colosseum, when they were persecuting Christians, it was miles and miles and miles of Christians on the roads leading to the Colosseum that were on crosses suffering for the testimony of Yahushua. Then when you made it to the Colosseum, that's a demon. It's all good. Just put it back up. They don't like the out.
That's all got job to do. Keep pushing.
Yeah, it's all good. Salaki, the camera just jumped out of the camera stand, you know.
Show that I went on it.
Yeah. The prince of the power of the air, you know, don't like what's going on. Hey, but look, this truth gonna go forward. All right? And this is what was going on in the ancient world. It's gonna happen again. Okay?
Can't see it. You're going into it.
Yes.
Now they got trouble.
Yeah. And that's Nero, man.
Hero.
Trump Nero back. Trump had John the Revelator. No, that wasn't. Wait.
Who said?
Was that Nero that had that might have not been Nero. Was that Nero that had that was the mission. That was the mission that had
Which was the last one?
he was the last one. He the one that had John sent to the island of Patmos. Right, that was the mission.
Nero was one talking about Paul.
Yeah, Nero had Paul, Peter, and the early church crew put to death. All right, but look, it was way past them. It was 100 years after them that Christianity was outlawed, and it was just getting persecuted. All right, that time coming around again. The abomination of desolation is going to come to the holy people. All right, it's going to come to the men of the Lord. All right, and it's going to come. It's going to go to you Israelites, you the people of the book. All right, to make you desolate. All right, but you brothers that's in the faith, you got to be found faithful unto death, like Antipas. All right, in the church of Pergamos, the Lord boasted about that brother. And when you read that second chapter, that's written in red. The Lord boasted about that brother and made his name a memorial. He said, do like he did. Okay? So that's what you got to prepare yourself for. And every brother's, some brothers are not going to taste death. I feel most brothers are, but it is going to be a remnant, according to the election, that's going to get their heads put in. So we don't know who's who. So you have to prepare yourself for it when you come to this thing about us, man. All right.
This is Revelation 6 and 9. And when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahushua.
It's installed. Prophecy must be fulfilled. The Lord watches over his word to perform it. A number of brothers are going to get beheaded. Bring it out, brother.
And for the testimony which they have.
Right, the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. That song we read about in Revelation, the 14th chapter, that only the 144,000 men knew. That's what they were standing so stiffly for. All right, the so-called white man couldn't knock them out there off his square with threats or would even put him to death. They were found faithful unto death. There's more.
And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not avenge and judge our blood of them that dwell on the earth?
All right, so when they got in the spiritual realm, you know, they was like, oh, when you going to help our brothers. So when you go in the spiritual realm, time stops. You're not bound by time. When you go down there, you're going to be like you're just coming right back. You know? It's going to be like you're coming right back with your house shine. All right?
Dead shall rise first.
Yes.
But it said, verse 11, the last one, and white robes were given unto every one of them.
Yeah, and that means they're pure. All right? They're not tainted with spot or blemish. That's what that white represents. Okay? You're not giving in to other philosophies. You don't have on strange apparel. You only believe what the Lord has taught us to believe. The truth of the scriptures. All right? That's what that white represents. Holiness, set apart from this world.
You still in one path,
Yeah.
You didn't wait.
Yes.
You didn't start teaching this thing. Go talk about some fucking new covenant.
That's right, brother.
Shit, man. There's only one soul.
They got on strange apparel, right?
They got on straight prayer.
Stained garments.
Yeah. It's a Zephaniah.
Black and blemishes all over their garments, right?
Yeah.
Punks will shit on their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you have doodle stripes. You draw them, you a little. They got doodle stripes all on their fucking garments, man.
Right, bro.
Pieces of shit. You got it, brother.
And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
So there's going to be a number of brothers that's going to be given up to that blazing, man. All right? You have to mentally prepare yourself for that. Hey, give me that, what is it when Paul was talking? You hear a man that was mentally prepared. He said, I'm going to have a crown of life put for me. That was a man that was mentally prepared to die.
We got it right here.
Yeah.
It's 2 Timothy 4 and 8. We start at 6. 5. But watch thou in all things, endure affliction.
Right, bro. Endure affliction. All right? Jacob's trouble is going to be the time of affliction. We have afflictions right now, just being in Babylon period. That's why we signed the crime for these abominations going on around about us. But it's going to accommodate Jacob's trouble. It's going to be at its pinnacle. You got to be able to endure those afflictions. Bring it out.
Do the work of an evangelist.
Do the work. Hey, go and prophesy week in and week out. Okay? Teach the truth of the scriptures, whether they heal or bear. Be a light to the Gentiles.
And the word evangelist goes to the preacher of the gospel.
Yes.
Okay? And you got to have the correct doctrine you got to preach.
The apostles' doctrine.
The apostle doctrine. Got a lot of shit that's going on out there, man. It's not the right doctrine, man. If you're not deeply rooted, you're going to be waving off into that shit.
And you got to get Acts 2 and 41. 42.
Wait up.
Make full proof of thy ministry.
Make full proof for the ministry, man. All right? No matter what is brought upon you, no matter how you're threatened. That brother just said something. You have to have the right doctrine. Doctrine is everything. Y'all got it? The 2 and 41, bring it out.
Because in order to be teaching the wrong doctrine, that's a fucking sin. Okay?
You going off.
It's going on.
Hey, if the blind lead the blind, you both are going to fall in the ditch. All right? Bring it out.
Acts 2 and 41. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls.
Keep reading.
And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine.
Where you got to continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine. We have the apostles' doctrine.
That's 4.
Okay? Bring it out.
And fellowship.
All right? You got fellowship consistently and diligently. Bring it out.
And in breaking the bread and in prayer.
All right, and breaking the bread goes into writing the Bible scriptures. All right? Teaching the scriptures as they were taught to you. It doesn't mean literally eating bread. Okay? And you finish up the Timothy and I'm done.
Yeah. Somebody get Philippians 1 and 20.
All right.
All right. I hope you still got that all right. Yeah, I want to get to that point.
No, you can tell me you get that Timothy.
It's 2 Timothy 4 and 6. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand.
That's the point. He said, it's time for me to get get my head cut off. All right? He's telling his brother, giving his brother the instructions how to preside over the church after he's gone. But let's see, he says it's time for me to die. Let's see if he sounds like he pressing the panic button. Bring it on.
2 Timothy 4:7. I have fought the good fight.
I got it in. You know, bring it out.
I have finished my course.
Come on.
I have kept the faith.
Come on.
Hey, I'm gonna real quick. If that's not what you read earlier, you know, look at Revelation. The 2 said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep from thy temptation.
Yes.
Go ahead, brother.
Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness.
That sounds like a man that was happy to die.
Yeah.
That sounds like a man that's elated and happy, you know, boisterous. He sounds like he's ready to go. Yeah, that does not sound like a man that's fearful, fretful, or fearful he's about to die.
No.
All right, that's somebody that mentally prepared himself for this ministry. Over time, he knows this is what comes with the territory. All right? He knew that his forefathers had gave up, the prophets of old and gave up the same, had to do the same thing. All right? He said, I have 7,000 prophets that have not bowed their knee to Baal. Paul was aware of that. He was aware of that. All right? So, hey, that's what we got to do. You want to be mentally prepared. That's why you got to be fortifying your members. All right? Mortify your members and then fortify them. Build them back up spiritually and fortify them. So you can be ready if it comes to it to go to the death chambers like he did with no fear, happy. Going there like a pit bull, wagging his tail. You about to free me? You about to free me from these chains of darkness? Come on, let's get it,
That's our release day, man. You're going to get it one way or the other.
And then tell that devil before you hit that blade, we're going to meet again, nigga.
Kiss my ass.
We're going to meet again. I'll be back.
Matter of fact, I got you.
I got you.
When I get to the kingdom, you're going to be on my slave.
Yes, I got you.
Hey, man, that's basically what Yahweh shot is through the Spirit and through the Bible, telling the guy that pierced him. When you go to Revelation, I forgot which chapter it is, but he said, when he shall return, it might be one 17 or something like that, 1 and 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it says the one that pierced him shall also witness him. Yahweh shot to forget about that because he's an Israelite and because he's set up the way we're set up. We're set up the way he's set up. And he's not going into, you know what I'm saying, holding grudges and being unprofitable to the body. But when you're dealing with nations outside of Yahweh, the rules change. You got
Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing.
All right, and that goes in the second Ezra, the second chapter, where he said, I seen, Ezra saw those. He said, who are these? Those of them that said so stiffly for the testimony of Yahushua. It was one more taller than his fellows, and he was in that ceremony putting crowns upon their head. Yeah, that's what we living for, man. We living for that. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah. Go. We did
Philippians 1 and 20.
Yeah.
It says, according to my earnest expectation and my hope.
What you're looking forward to. Okay? Looking forward to being delivered. All right? You got to be looking forward to getting to being beheaded. Because you don't know if it's you. You're going to give it to you cut and dry. Okay? John said he saw the souls. Okay? Souls is what? Plural. It ain't know what it can be. It ain't going to be, you don't know if that can be 10 brothers, 20 brothers, or maybe 100 brothers. Okay? Because the elect, you know what I'm saying? You know how much the elect is. It can be, it's going to be a number. Okay? Just know that. Read.
It reads, it says that in nothing I shall be ashamed.
Yeah. We're not ashamed of nothing. Not before this God, we'll be given this gift. Okay? Giving this gift to go out on the highways and byways and teach this. Okay? We love what we do. All right? We need more. Okay? Our elders are still feeding us information. You can never stop learning this mission. Go ahead.
And it reads, it says, with all boldness, as always, so now also, my Mashiach shall be magnified in my body,
roll in right now. Are you ready? Go ahead, Al.
John 15 and 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And that's the time we come in. And Esau is going to come down, according to Revelation 12:12, great wrath, so we still have to have this knowledge of wisdom understanding, get built up by our most holy faithful, and they will do come down with that great wrath. All right? Because also they're going to come against the middle of the Lord, but they're going to snatch certain brothers up. All right? Certain brothers certain brothers might get tortured. All right? But to tell you what, another brother, but we still have to have that mindset of Hamashiach to lay our life down for our brother. First and foremost, for Yahushua. All right? And his word is true. You got it, bro.
I could have got it 2 Timothy 4:22 when Paul was brought before Nero for a second time.
That's it right here.
Go ahead, Al. Spirit out.
Okay.
Second
Chapter.
God,
All right, this 2 Timothy 4, and then go down to the point. Verse 22, the Lord Yahushua Mashiach be with thy spirit. Grace be with you, amen. The second epistle unto Timothy is ordained the first bishop of the church of the Ephesians, was written from Rome when Paul was brought before Nero the second time.
yeah. Like the men of the Lord going to be brought. Like we said earlier, going to be men, you know what I'm saying, in this ministry is going to be brought, okay, before this devil right now, okay, which is Donald Trump. We expect him to be in office in what it is, what's the election is, November 24th.
Next couple months.
Yeah, next couple months, whatever like this. All right, we're looking forward to this. All right, we need this shit to happen before we get up out of here. Get that dumbass cracker out of there, Bible, and put this dude in, man. They're all devils. We need someone to enforce these penalties.
Yeah.
Okay?
Put Trump in so we can hear that final Trump.
That's right, bro.
Second Trump.
That's a video, all right? Hey, so with that, hope this video was very edifying, okay? Preaching the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great, all right? You're seeing what it is, you know what it is, okay? You're hearing from the apostles all the way down, okay? The sweet side, know you feel like, and the bitter side, look, you may be faced with getting your head decapitated from your whole body. That's the bitter side of the truth. Give it all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh. Double honor to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hope elect, who continue to push this truth, God before comes to the earth in these last days. About the ball,